What's going on, trainers? Dom from the Game Looters here. We are just one day removed from the final trailer for Indigo Disk, and my friends, there are a ton of hidden details. Obviously, you can't cover them all in a 4-minute trailer, and there was no text or speaking during the video, so obviously there was going to be a ton of details that came after the fact that we were going to get privy to and learn about. And in going over to the American website, which is like the website in the West, which is Pokemon West, I guess you could say, or Pokemon US. In this website, there was a lot of things covered here. Information about Blueberry Academy and how like the barbecues work, how the BP points work, how trading Pokemon work, and throwing styles. But really what I discovered is in the Pokemon JP site, so the same site but for Japan, there was a lot more intricate details, including what's here that was covered. So that's what I want to cover here today. I want to talk about the League Club, so the club room that you have that you can decorate and customize. We're going to talk about the 19th Tera type, which is called, well, this is translated, so it's a rough translation, but it's currently called Tera's type. It could be Terrestrial type. Could be something specific in English, but I want to talk about that. And I also want to talk about the Blueberry Heavenly Kings, or the Elite Four, as we would call them, of Blueberry Academy. So let's go through some of the details here. And again, some of this is redundant based on what is currently available on the US website, but I want to cover in the detail that we have here because they put a few more details, including like the club room computer and stuff like that, that I think are really, really good to know. So if you like videos like this, you like content like this, hit me with the like button and let me know what you're most excited about as we move into Indigo Disk here in just a few days. So the first thing is the League Club is the club activity where you train with your friends, and Pokemon Battles is also the room that you can come in and customize. It has here that Blueberry Club has a League Club where trainers can participate in Blueberry League, including the Elite Four of the Blueberry Academy. You train together in Pokemon Battles in the League Club room. You can deepen interaction with your friends. We knew all that already. The first one here is the extracurricular special recreation. So this is how you earn this. These are the barbecues, are how you learn how you earn Blueberry points. So currently you can use these by clearing missions assigned by the school. BP can also be used in purchasing department and cafeteria. So the BP points can be used in several departments and the cafeteria, as well as in the club room, which is the League Club. This is where the main character belongs. The various functions have been added and various people have been invited to the club, making the school even more fulfilling. It seems like you can spend your life here, and there's also a bunch of circle missions where you can play together with your friends, transforming into blocks around the terrarium and stuff like that. Again, this was covered in this website. Very similar information here, talking about how you can use BP in the school store or the cafeteria, or you can join the League Club where you can invite up to 23, by the way. You can invite up to 23 friends, which I did put over here on my profile of some things that were discovered today. So this is the image that was discovered today here, that you can invite up to, I think it's 23 special trainers. And if you see on the screen here, different activities like Club Room Makeover is going to give you 400 BP. Helping somebody redecorate. So helping a student help you redecorate will earn you 300 BP. You can also use BP to ask Pokemon to come to the specific areas. So if you see here, if you use and spend BP, it's like, I would like to increase the number of Pokemon that can be found in the savannah. A large amount of BP is required to prepare the environment, so please help us. So this is how I'm personally assuming how we're going to get specific Pokemon like starters, Squirtle, Charmander, stuff that isn't normally seen in the terrarium. I figure this is how we're going to see new Pokemon appear in this area here. And as you see, there's different ones here: coast area, canyon area. So there's going to be different ways that we can go in and spend 3,000 BP, on getting specific Pokemon to appear in certain areas. I like it and I don't like it at the same time, but again, it's very interesting. As you see here, this person in the screenshot only has 2330 BP. So if they wanted to go and summon specific Pokemon to the coast area or canyon area, it's going to be a little difficult. So you're going to have to save scum a lot here. But anyways, very interesting stuff that you can go and get all these different folks here. The next thing is the club room computer. So from the computers in the club room, you can support other clubs that are seeking funds for their activity. You can donate Blueberry points, so BP, the currency used, and receive a thank you from the club that received the donation. For example, if you donate BP to the art club, you'll be able to redecorate the League Club room. So if you see how it goes from this to this pink, basically if you donate BP, you're going to get stuff back that you can use to decorate. They have special lecturers here, which they don't cover over here. I think this might be this trading Pokemon or the special coaches. So special coaches. So during your time at Blueberry Academy, you'll be able to invite these trainers that you met in the Paldea region to school. If you invite a trainer, you can take photos with them and have battles. And by talking with them, you can exchange Pokemon. You may be able to see a side of them you haven't seen before. And by merging what we have in the US website over here, we see here that you're going to get a partner ribbon. So if you have a Pokemon wear this ribbon, it'll be bestowed a title containing the name of its original trainer. So just like in this specific image here and in the trailer, you see Iono's Magnemite. So when you throw it out, it says Iono's Magnemite. So I think it's really cool. They talk a little bit more about here in the partner ribbons and stuff, but that's basically 1 and 2 here, along with summoning the trainers. You can battle with them, trade Pokemon, stuff like that. Finally, the ball throwing mechanic, which they did cover over here in the throwing styles, is if you donate BP to the Blueberry Academy's baseball club, you can now you can figure out how to throw your Pokeball in many different throwing styles, and you can find and spice it up. So this is a really interesting one to me. I think this is something that's going to carry over with you online and as you play and stuff. So this is something that I definitely want to do early, and they have the different styles listed here. As you guys can see. So they have, left-handed style, reverent style, dainty style, stuff like that. So I think really, really cool stuff. So this is everything that has to do with the club room, club activities, and BP points. The next one here is discovering the 19th Tera type called Terrace type. So very cool image here. If you guys look, we can see here is an Excalibur, and they're able to initiate this additional Tera type. And the way that it's talked here is Pokemon which appear in Scarlet and Violet acquire special powers while sparkling like jewels. They play an important role in the battle. By Terastal, the Pokemon's type changes to the Terrace type, which again, it could mistranslation, so take this with a grain of salt. It could be called, Terastal type. It could be called Eternal type. It could be called a lot of different things, but this is just what the rough translation from Japanese to English is calling it. You could greatly expand their strategies by increasing the power moves and matching the type and changing the type of weakness. So this is going to match and change the type of weakness. This is a new Terrace type, which has been discovered. And then what's the truth behind it? But just very interesting looking at this image that it'll basically eliminate the weakness and match the type. So what that really means, I can't really tell you guys, but I assume that this will basically, if you're dragon weak to fairy, I assume this would basically remove your fairy weakness. And maybe boost up your core stats. So I think that's just really, really cool. The last thing here is talking about the Elite Four. So again, just another info here on 2 things, but with the Elite Four, it just says that the 4 players who are strong at the top level are called the 4 Heavenly Kings, which it just translates to the Elite Four. In order to challenge them, you're going to have to pass their challenges, which we knew about already. We saw Amaris and her flying, Quidditch looking thing that she has here. And this is specifically called out in here, which I think this is going to allow us to take flight all around Paldea, which I always thought should have been something that was available from the very beginning. Like, I hate how when you're gliding and then you suddenly, you nosedive, it's like, let me fly around for longer periods of time, just like we did in Legends Arceus. How, it's limited, but for the most part, you could take your Braviary and fly a lot longer than you can with Miraidon or Koraidon. But it just says here that this power was thought to be temporary, but it seems that as you progress through your adventures, it'll be released and you'll be able to fly all the time. Let's fly around freely with legendary Pokemon, the open world stage, and a sense of freedom. So this is just another really cool thing too. And one of the other ones that I wanted to call out was just the actual legendaries. So one of the things that we found out today too, and take this with a grain of salt, is you're going to have this guy here, which I think they cover it on the US website with legendary Pokemon, but you have Snackington or Snacksworth or whatever it is. And I'll tell you what I learned, but it says here, to encounter these legendaries Pokemon, you're going to talk to Snacksworth at Blueberry Academy. If you met certain conditions, you'll get snacks that let you encounter specific legendary Pokemon in the Paldea region. So just like, Rayquaza here or Kubfu in the Bamboo Forest, stuff like that. and you're going to have heroic encounters with them. Why not listen? So one of the things that we discovered on Twitter, so again, take this with a grain of salt, is these are going to be static encounters, which means that I guess you could say, you know, static means like non-moving. So like the different legendaries that we got during the Teal Mask, you know, the three specific Pokemon, they're going to be just kind of standing there. And we learned that they will be level 70. Now, this came from data mining and stuff, so again, take that with a grain of salt. But static and level 70. So there is a chance that we can go and shiny hunt, but it's going to be just like if you shiny hunted the Spirit Tomb on the top of the mountain, how you just kind of have to keep going back and forth. Now, I don't know if if our shiny charm will affect that or not. I assume yeah, because it's static, but remains to be seen. But if that's the case, a lot less fun to shiny hunt these legendaries as opposed to how Sword and Shield was during Dynamax Adventures, which was a really fun time because you can get alternate shinies, you know, also while you were doing that. And you had the chance of a higher chance of getting shiny. So it's going to kind of suck in comparison, but hey, is what it is. They put a last note here that you'll be able to meet Snacksworth after completing the main story of the Hidden Treasure Area Part 2 Indigo Disk. To receive snacks that will allow you to encounter these legendary Pokemon, you must complete Blueberry Quest and report back to Snacksworth. So it's just saying that, hey, we have to complete the story before we can begin hunting these legendaries, which kind of sucks because I would love to take a shiny Rayquaza or a shiny Ho-Oh or shiny Lugia, you know, through my last adventures. You know, imagine the final battle between us and Kira and you throw out a shiny Lugia. It's pretty cool stuff. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about all these little details down in the comments below. We just found out a lot more about the game. We're just 6 days away, you know, 5-6 days away from the launch. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for joining this video. Again, if you like this type of stuff, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.